Hello, dear friends. Today I will share the list of top 5 books that changed my life. These are life changing books because that will change the way you think. It is said the person that goes into reading a book and the one who emerges after that aren't same. So here you go, a peek into books that have shaped me and probably would do that to you as well. Number 1, it's a new book but a strong recommendation. Atomic Habits. It's a brilliant book by James Clear. I live life not as per goals or targets. I live life not as per this is where I want to go, this is where I want to be, this is what I want to achieve. I live life according to habits. I know that if I have the right habits, then those habits will take me to completely different destinations that I couldn't even decide for myself when I started. And Atomic Habits does absolute justice to the concept of habits. Basically, it goes into explaining that how the minutest of habits can bring about huge changes in your life. And it goes about detailing how do you really get to this forming habit. It says people think when you want to change your life, you need to think big, which is what most of us think. But world-renowned habits expert James Clear has discovered another way. And he knows that the real change comes from the compound effect of hundreds of small decisions, which is what Atomic Habits is all about. It presents to you a completely different way of changing your life. And it's a great book. Number 2, The Courage to be Disliked. I won't say much about this book because this book is so powerful. It's so extremely powerful that whatever I say about this book won't be enough. It's clear by the book's title that what it is all about. Courage to be disliked. Such courage that you don't care for what people think about you. Think about it. It's huge superpower. Think that if you will ever be able to reach a point where you don't care about what people think of you, you have such a courage, self-confidence that you do whatever you want to do in your life without a care about other people. Then imagine how powerful and awesome you will be. This is what this book is all about. Brilliant book, absolutely brilliant book, and it's a must read. Number 3. It's a relatively new book that if I would have read it in my early 20s, my life would have changed a lot. The subtle art of not giving a... There is no end to my prices for this book. It's a book that I believe is the most powerful way of looking at life. Written in a manner that is funny, provocative, written in a manner that is not usually well settling, but just in some way, it shakes you up in a good way and leaves you thinking like nothing else. It's by this guy called Mark Manson. He's a very powerful writer, and this book is basically saying that don't load on everything. Don't react too much on everything. It's actually okay to live a life without having ambitions, without having an urge to make a lot of money. It's totally okay to be a loser in life. It's a fascinating book with a different take on life. It's about how you don't have to live a life the way people prescribe. You don't have to care about everything that's happening around the world. How not to give up. It's basically saying there are so many things that happen in your life that are outside of your control. It's a beautiful book, one of the best books that I have read, and it has left a deep impact on my life. Brilliant read. Very easy, you will see it a very thin book, absolutely highly recommended. Number 4, Start with Why, book by Simon Sinek. He is a very deep thinker, and Start with Why is inspired by his famous theory of the Golden Circle. Golden Circle means that all powerful leaders, powerful companies, powerful brands always start with why. Why do we exist? Why does it matter? Why are we in this? Why do we get up early every day? Why are we doing this? And since they are able to narrate and establish their why properly, their what and how is eventually figured out easily. Start with why. And that is also very important if you're choosing a career, choosing a partner. If you start with why, suddenly everything becomes very, very clear. It's a very nice book. Strongly recommend. Number 5, mindset. When I read this book, I think, when you read some books, they just open up your mind. Something which is so meaningful that you almost begin a second life. That is what happened when I read this book called The Mindset. It's a book by Carol Dweck. If you have heard about that growth or fixed mindset, then this book is about that. Growth mindset is a mindset where a person believes that the IQ and capability that he was born with, that is not his limit. They can be whosoever they want to become because they have the ability to grow. And fixed mindset are all those people who feel that they can reach the IQ capability that they were born with, not beyond that. It doesn't matter whatever they do, they will remain where they were, and that all difference makes all the difference. A very good book, one of the best books. The link to buy any of these 5 books is in the description section below. These books have changed the way I operate. If you want to change the way you operate, read, reread, and apply the learnings in these books. I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed this video. If you have any book suggestions for me in 2021, then please write in the comment section. I would love to pick your recommendations. If there is any book that I read and talked about and you have also read it, and if you have a difference of opinion, if somewhere you don't agree with me, please comment on that too. Finally, like, share and subscribe for more. This is Sashlin signing off.